I think Chris makes it very easy on you in that he's so good at making these worlds around you where it feels like everything's kind of a natural reaction. It doesn't feel like, he doesn't make it so that you're like, okay, I have to act like all this is happening. He makes it happen around you so that it's everything that you're trying to do is so intimate between you and him and the camera rather than, I have to imagine that it's freezing and there's things blowing up and
it's just reacting. Like there's no imagining needed really. So it requires very little imagination. You just got to react to this huge set and what he's saying and pay attention, know your character, and I think the rest kind of just comes naturally from what he creates.
Now I feel like being a Christopher Nolan movie, especially for your first big one, it's kind of a big deal for him. So you guys, what was that kind of process like of getting that call that, we're getting a Chris Nolan movie?
I don't think it really hit until kind of being on set with him and starting. I feel like, this is a film that I would have been so excited to watch had I not been involved. I'm a massive fan of his movies, and I think being on set kind of further cemented that, and I think you're kind of in awe of him a little while you're on set. The way that he leads by example and the way that he works is he's so like in the film. It's really amazing. There's no like preciousness about him at all. He doesn't like sit in a tent or anything. He's the first one there, last one to leave. He's in the water with you, he's in the sand with you, and it makes this kind of environment of like everyone's doing what they have to do to make the film as good as it can be, and I think he's amazing.
He completely sets the tone on set. He leads by example, like Harry is saying, I think we were both really excited to start working with him, both nervous, but it was just amazing. As soon as you get on there, I think he quickly puts you at your ease because of how he works and the way he draws you in, and it's very intimate.
Now, taking on your character and knowing that Army guys, they usually have short hair, were you at all a little apprehensive knowing that you were going to have to cut those locks?
No, I don't think so. I think I was so excited to be part of the movie. I didn't really think about it that much. And it was so fun, and I was very excited to kind of be doing it, and I loved the challenge and being the first thing. It was exciting. So no, I didn't think about it too much.
I think if Chris Nolan offers you a role in his film and says cut your hair off pretty quick. It's like
Now, what was your training process like? Because when you're playing a soldier, you have to jump in the water, you have to swim a lot. What was the kind of biggest challenge of that?
I think it was just getting used to the like constant swimming, and it was so many days of that, and I think it was tough and obviously is a shock to the system, but I think as soon as you do it a few times and realize you're not made of glass, you kind of thrive off it. It makes it so much more rewarding, I think, than if the whole film had been in a studio with heated water and everything. I feel like you work for it a little more than doing it in a controlled way.
Wouldn't have had it any other way. I think that if to do anything else but try your absolute hardest and swim for however long and work really hard, we'd be doing a disservice to the people that were actually in Dunkirk. So as hard as some of the shots were, it's nothing really compared to what they went through, and to do anything else would just be a bit disrespectful, I think.